Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news, all right. Folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you is stirring up some serious buzz across the NFL, especially among Seahawks fans who are dreaming of building something even bigger this season. There's a lot of talk swirling around a potential blockbuster trade that could shake up the entire league, and it involves none other than Creed Humphrey, the star center of the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, you heard that right. The Seahawks might be eyeing one of the best interior linemen in the league. And let me tell you, this isn't just some rumor. It's gaining steam, with NFL insiders hinting that Seattle is seriously considering making a move to bring Humphrey to the Pacific Northwest. Now I know what you're thinking. Creed Humphrey? That's a name that's been ringing loud in the NFL circles since he was drafted in the second round in 2021. The guy's a rock, a true anchor for the Chiefs' offensive line. And let's be honest, for Seattle, who's been battling inconsistency along their offensive line, bringing in someone like Humphrey could be a game changer. The Seahawks, currently sitting at a solid 9-3, have shown flashes of brilliance this season, especially on offense. But the O-line has been a bit of a roller coaster. Lots of sacks, pressure, and not enough consistency. So the idea of adding a player like Humphrey makes all the sense in the world. Rumors suggest that the Chiefs, who are sitting at a 6-6 record with a cap space of around $11 million, might be willing to part ways with Humphrey in exchange for a third-round pick in the 2026 draft and a fifth-rounder in 2027. That's a pretty reasonable price for someone as impactful as Humphrey, especially considering how he's been a cornerstone for the Chiefs' success over the past few seasons. His career stats are nothing short of impressive. Over 5 years, he started 74 games, been selected to 3 Pro Bowls, and boasts a PFF overall grade of 92. For he's allowed just 8 sacks in his career, which is outstanding for an interior lineman. In 2025 alone, Humphrey played 12 games with a PFF grade of 91. 0 holdings, a pass block grade of 97, and a run block grade of 93. 1. He's been instrumental in helping Kansas City rack up 228 first downs this season, a testament to his consistency and ability to facilitate their offensive success. And here's the kicker. Humphrey's impact can't just be measured in stats. He's a true leader on the field, a guy who stabilizes the pocket and makes calls that even veteran quarterbacks trust. For the Seahawks, who are trying to build a sustainable, dominant offense, adding a player like him could be the piece that elevates everything. Especially considering the Seahawks' current offensive line has been struggling with sacks and pressure, Humphrey could be the stabilizing force that helps Geno Smith or whoever's under center to operate more confidently and efficiently. His presence alone could open lanes for Kenneth Walker III, who's been running hard all season with a 4.2 yards per carry average in 2025. From a strategic standpoint, this move would make a lot of sense for Seattle. The Seahawks are sitting pretty at 9-3, but they know that to take the next step and contend for a deep playoff run or even a Super Bowl, they need to tighten up front. Humphrey's ability to elevate the entire offensive line could lead to an 18-20% increase in pocket time, giving Darnold or whoever's throwing the ball more time to make plays downfield. It's no secret that Seattle's offense has been explosive at times, but consistency is key when you're eyeing a championship. Humphrey's presence could also help reduce turnovers, a critical factor as playoff pressure heats up, especially against tough division rivals and potential playoff opponents like the Rams or even the 49ers. But what about the Chiefs? Well, it's not just about cashing out on a star lineman. It's also about managing their roster and cap space. The trade would free up around $9 million in cap space, which could be reinvested into the secondary or pass rush, areas where Kansas City might be looking to bolster for a stronger playoff push. Plus, it would send a message that the Chiefs are willing to shake things up, even if it means parting with a pillar of their offensive line. They're currently sitting at plus 750 odds to win the Super Bowl, but with some of the defensive struggles, they're allowing about 232 points this season. Their championship window isn't wide open. Moving Humphrey could be seen as a strategic shift, trying to maximize what they already have on offense while rebuilding or retooling the defense. Now, for Seattle fans, this kind of move is exciting because it signals a real commitment to winning now. The Seahawks are building a team that's not just competitive but potentially dominant. The addition of Humphrey could be the missing puzzle piece that transforms their offense into a powerhouse, capable of controlling the clock, sustaining drives, and making life miserable for opposing defenses. Imagine Humphrey anchoring the middle of that line, giving Walker the room to run, and making sure Geno has plenty of time to find his receivers. It's a recipe for success, especially if Seattle can keep their key players healthy and continue their upward trajectory. And it's worth noting that the Seahawks' investment in their offensive line aligns well with their overall strategy. They've been focusing on building a balanced team, solid defense, explosive offense, and now, a more reliable front to protect their quarterback and open up running lanes. The potential addition of Humphrey could also have a ripple effect on the locker room, inspiring younger players and setting a standard of excellence. He's a guy who's been compared to Jason Kelce in terms of dominance and consistency, and that kind of leadership is exactly what a team like Seattle needs to push through the playoffs. Of course, this is all speculation at this point, but considering the current landscape of the NFL, it's not out of the realm of possibility. The Seahawks have the assets and the motivation to make bold moves if it means elevating their chances of winning a Super Bowl. With their current record, they're in a prime position to make a deep playoff run, but they understand that to truly contend, they need to upgrade the trenches. Humphrey could be the player who helps them do just that, and if the rumors turn out to be true, we could see a seismic shift in the NFC West and the NFC landscape as a whole. Looking ahead, the Seahawks are in a great spot, but they know the road to the trophy is never easy. They'll have to face tough opponents, and every game will count in the final stretch. But with the potential addition of a player like Humphrey, there's a renewed sense of confidence among the fans. A strong interior offensive line isn't just about protecting the quarterback. It's about establishing dominance, controlling the game, and setting the tone for a team that's gunning for greatness. The Seahawks have been building momentum, and if this move happens, it could be the final piece that puts them over the top. So fans, keep your eyes peeled. This rumor might just turn into a reality, and if it does, it'll be one of the most exciting developments of the NFL season. The Seahawks are making their moves, and it's clear they're not just playing for the present. They're setting up for a future filled with hope, success, and maybe, just maybe, another Super Bowl trophy to add to the trophy case. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's see how this story unfolds. The NFC West is heating up, and Seattle is right in the middle of it, ready to make some noise. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and the Seattle Seahawks. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Seattle Seahawks news.